Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of the Wildcat Sports Network. I'm Nick Luttrell. We have a show packed with content from all around HAR-BER. HAR-BER's new offense coordinator will be joining us. Logan Flowers and Carl Carlton are in the studio, plus Coach Wood will be here to help us break down Russellville. Today is Friday, September 7th, 2018, and WCSN starts right now. Here with us now to kick things off is none other than Coach Wood. Coach, thanks for being here tonight. Now let's talk about a few weeks ago against Plus the Academy. Your team came up just short. What were some of the takeaways from that game?
Well, your kind words saying come up just short. Yeah. But the biggest thing is, I thought we played really well in the first quarter. I thought the second quarter kind of snowballed on us and just momentum really kicked PA's way. And then we settled ourselves down, played really solid in the second half. But, you know, our guys gave great effort. They played hard. I mean, we just, you know, it's on me for it to get the score as lopsided as it was. And that's really back on me, making sure we do a better job as we prepare our kids to be successful. But love their energy and love their passion. They have a desire to be good. It's just had a really rough second quarter, and it got away from us awful quick. Yeah.
Now in that game, we saw Max Pena rotate from tight end to running back late in the second half and provide a little bit of spark. I think he averaged 8.2 yards per carry in that second half. Can we see more of Pena out there tonight against Russellville?
Yeah, Max starting tail back. We lost Will Haney to a broken ankle, leg dislocation, so he's out for the season, about 6-month recovery. Jeremiah McGill, another one of our tailbacks, is coming off of a concussion, so he won't play tonight. And then, so, you know, Max will get the bulk of the work. He's had a good week of practice. He's a hard runner, competes at a very high level, so we look forward to watching him carry the ball.
Now, you've had 2 weeks to prepare for the team tonight in Russellville. How important do you think this bye week was for everybody to heal up and to prepare for the Cyclones?
Well, I think it's a big week for us in the sense that, you know, us as a staff, we were able to go back and evaluate ourselves, what we're doing and how we're doing things, to make sure we're putting our kids in the best situation to be successful. And then for us as a program, we've got a lot of guys hurt, and you know, we'll continue to have them hurt. I mean, it's guys that we're losing for extended periods of time, which allows us to work on our depth, continue to allow kids an opportunity to get on the field and compete for us. But for us, getting back to the basics more than anything, told our guys all week, it's not about Russellville, it's about us. So let's just take care of ourselves, and everything else will be fine.
All right, thank you, Coach. We'll bring you back in the show to take a preview at the Russellville Cyclones. But right now, let's take an inside look at one of the key players this year, helping lead our Wildcat offense. Take a look.
With the 2018 Wildcat football season underway, a new offense has been implemented, which has led to a lot of new changes for starting quarterback Blaze Witchen.
He's going deep.
Going deep, got a man open, that's Wood. Wood completes it for a HAR-BER Wildcat touchdown.
It's being a quarterback, you got to obviously be a leader and control the offense. So I think last year with Grant, you know, he was kind of a good role model for me because he showed me, you know, how to be a good leader.
He's always going hard for like his drills, and for the most part, his attitude about everything. He's very serious and like very just like intense about what he does and everything he does in his drills and leading the team.
As the starting quarterback, Witchen brings the intensity day in and day out. Yet for the Cats, a new offensive coordinator has brought some changes to the Wildcat offense.
I wouldn't necessarily say we have a new offense, but we've put some different, a few different characteristics to the offense. But Blaze is doing a good job of grasping, and we'll continue every week to get better. We're still focused on running HAR-BER football, and that's downhill power football. But Blaze is definitely doing a good job as far as in the passing game. He's going to get better and better week to week.
It's a long season for the Wildcats, and no doubt will be a tough one for this team, as they only have a few seniors on both ends of the football.
We're a young team, so I think that as the year goes on, we're going to get better. So we're going to have ups and downs, and like Coach Wood said, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So I think that, you know, as the year goes on, we'll get a lot better.
Blaze is growing on a daily basis. You know, he's as far as experience goes, Blaze is a newcomer on the varsity level, but every day he's getting better. He's a hard worker. He's very coachable and just a high character kid.
For Blaze Witchen, it's always been a part of him to keep the team positive despite a tough loss last week versus PA. Don't forget to tune in this Friday night as the Wildcats look to capture their first win of the season at Russellville. For WCSN, I'm Nick Luttrell.
Blaze has been a big part of our Wildcat football team, and we will be sure to see more of him as he enters this year as only a junior. Let's take a quick commercial break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, Logan Flowers is in the studio to give us an inside look to that Har-BER offense. WCSN will be right back.
People treat us like we're kids.
Yeah, we're kids.
We're also all-stars.
We're quarterbacks.
We're fighters. We're teammates. We're hype men. We make each other strong.
We're kids for now.
But we're all-stars for life.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Welcome home to Lindsay Living. Affordable rates, available on-site management, attitudes of service, and amenities unmatched make residents love where they live and play. From value-packed basic apartments to resort-style living on golf courses, we manage options to fit your needs and wants. Apply online at lindsaymanagement.com for locations throughout Arkansas and in surrounding states.
I think Springdale Schools is a great place to teach. They have cared about my salary. They have cared about my time.
Administration is awesome. They want to be there for the kids. I mean, they are #1 priority.
The staff, teachers, everyone's very nice, very polite, and very welcoming. It really feels like a family.
It's always good when you have a diverse population like Springdale for kids in the classroom to see people that look like them, so it gives them a role model.
I always say if I had somebody like me in kindergarten that could speak both of the languages, that would be tons of help.
We go out of our way to provide everything that we can so that their children can get a wonderful education, because they are the leaders of tomorrow.
Northwest Arkansas, it's growing. That's one of the great things.
I am originally from San Antonio, and I cannot tell you, this is a wonderful place to raise your children.
It's just a great place to live, to work, and just to have fun.
Joining us now is senior offensive tackle Logan Flowers. Logan, I'm sure Friday night wasn't the start any of you guys expected. As an offensive tackle, what were some of the things the offensive line reflected against PA?
All right, well, first there was we had 5-on-7 every time, so they blitzed every time, and we weren't just picking up those blocks. And this week during practice, we worked on blitz pickup a lot, and I think we'll be ready for the next time people blitz on us.
Now, over the bye week, what were some of the things you guys, as the offensive line, what seems some of the things you focused on?
Well, first we focused on our being physical. We had to be physical at the line. We had to get our blocks right. We had to make sure that we just didn't stop right at the line. We had to drive them all the way through, and I think that was a big thing we worked on, and another big thing was blitz pickup.
Mm-hmm. Now tonight you'll face off against Russellville. What are some things the O-line needs to do to be able to protect starting quarterback Blaze Witchin?
Well, we just need to give them a good pocket. We need to keep our feet work right, and I think we'll do great. We just have to keep pushing through and get on our blocks right, and we'll do fine.
Yeah, thanks Logan. Good luck tonight. Let's hear from a few more of our sponsors, but don't change the channel. When we come back, we'll take a look at another one of our athletes that is quite literally setting up this team for success. WCSN will be right back.
Champions are not merely born, they're forged in the crucible that is flag football. With equal parts turf, pigskin, and heart. That's why Buffalo Wild Wings donates to boys and girls clubs across the country to not only help thousands of kids learn about teamwork on and off the field, but to help them fulfill their destiny. To shred defensive lines, terrorize the secondary, and emerge bonded as true champions.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. and definitely here. Because here is where we want to be. For you. First Security Bank. Only in Arkansas.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post. From downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected and energized with Ozarks Go.
Here at HAR-BER, athletes make things run much smoother. Need a runner.
2 seconds slower than the last time, Chris. Come on.
Our Lady Wildcat volleyball team is off to a great start after bouncing back from a very tough loss against Bentonville. We can attribute their success from the leadership of Coach Shira Schissler, but also senior leader J.C. Carpenter. Take a look.
Volleyball season is in full swing, and for outside hitter J.C. Carpenter, her leadership and positivity shines on and off the volleyball court.
JC's a fireball. She kind of has a lot of energy for us on the court. She brings kind of that, that gritty presence for us, and we can count on her to put a ball away or to serve a ball to get an ace for us every time she's back there. So she's just consistent for us, and she brings a lot of energy on the court.
Consistency, energy, teamwork. 3 traits that separates JC as a leader. And for one of her teammates, it's something she's seen develop in JC her entire life.
I played volleyball with JC for my entire volleyball career. And just throughout the years, I've seen her grow and mature as a player mentally and athletically. She just brings a light to the court that I don't think anybody else has. She has this great energy the whole time. Her presence is just known right when she steps on the court.
I think I bring a lot of energy because volleyball is a game of mistakes, so you can't have any bad attitudes on the court. So if I'm hyped, then it makes the whole team feed off that energy.
After finishing runner-up in the state championship, the Wildcats are looking to rebound this year, and the approach is a reflection of the positive impact from their seniors.
Well, I think we are well balanced this year, and I think we have some seniors that, they've been the state finalists for the last 2 years, so they understand what it takes, and they know the changes we need to make to get there.
I try to lead by example and show others what hard work looks like, so they can feed off of that, and we'll be a well-rounded team and get the job done.
Be sure to tune in as the Wildcats head into conference play tonight at Bentonville, and be on the lookout for number 21, J.C. Carpenter, who hopes to lead her team to another Wildcat victory. For WCSN, I'm Jules Wildcat.
Our Lady Wildcat team just won at home this past Tuesday against the Rogers Heritage War Eagles and took on crosstown rival Springdale Bulldogs just last night. If you want to be a part of the action, come out and support Our Lady Wildcats as they play every Tuesday and Thursday. Next Tuesday is a home game against the Bentonville West Wolverines. Be sure to come on out and show your support. Let's take another quick break, but stay tuned. Up next, our offensive coordinator will be here to help give us some insight into this year's new offense. WCSN will be right back.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
We came to Arvest Bank to see what makes it different.
It's a community bank that really reaches out to the customers to make them feel special. I feel special every time I come in here.
They want to be involved in the community and want to be part of the community.
They support our university, our athletic department.
They've told us that they could have a fleet of volunteers there to help this year if we needed.
I see them at a lot of our Hispanic community events that we do.
I can't think of another bank in the city that has such a big community presence. It's HAR-BER.
HAR-BER Bank, our customers say it best.
So, St. Matthews, his lightning fast speed.
No. He's got explosive speed.
Dude, he's lightning fast.
Sane, would you describe your speed as explosive or lightning fast? What? Dude, I'm telling you, he's explosive.
Lightning fast.
What's that? Lightning fast.
Lightning fast.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Joining us now for the very first time is first-year offense coordinator Jared Schoonover. Coach, thanks for being here and welcome to the show. As a first-year coach, you've implemented a little bit of a different offense to these Cats, and one that we were able to see last Friday night. I personally noticed that you threw the ball a little bit more than run, as you've done in the past. Can you talk a little bit about this offense?
Well, I think before you start talking about the offense, I think that you got to note what Coach Wood has done with this program. So you'd be foolish to come in and completely change what's going on here. Coach Wood, from the ground up, has built one of the best programs in the state of Arkansas, and then he's done that with consistently a great offense. So we have, as far as offensively this year, we're going to be very, very similar to what HAR-BER's been in the past, and there's a few tweaks with some intermediate passing game that you'll see as we progress and grow as a team. But as far as the foundation, it's still going to be a HAR-BER offense, and still going to be based on a power run game. Sure, we saw some passing last week, but a lot of that had to do with what was in call for the game. We fell behind the sticks some last week, and we were forced into passing situations, as well as Pulaski Academy got on a roll there in the second quarter when we got put in that situation.
Yeah. Now, last Friday night, a lot of Cats went down with injuries, including starting running back Will Haney. How do you think these injuries will impact the team? And yeah.
Well, I think that you have to have a thought process of the next man up. Obviously, when you lose a young man like Will Haney, Will is not just a good football player, but he's a high character kid and a great teammate. But Will's still going to be there for his team, and he's already shown that. But we have to have the attitude of the next man up, and that's why you prepare and practice, and that's why it's important for us to create depth throughout the offseason and then going into this season. And I think that we have some kids that I'm very confident in, the kids that are going to be stepping up and filling those voids.
Now tonight you'll face off against a pretty good Russellville team. How do you plan to approach the game play calling wise?
Well, Russellville is they're mixed. They're multiple front. They're going to run a 4 front and a 3 front. We have to establish the run early, and that's going to be a focus for us. I think that we kind of got that some of those first week jitters out of the way. I think that we've done some things throughout the course of the bye week and gotten better. So that's a focus for us. But we're just going to work on what we do. It's not, I think Coach Wood hit it right on the head this week when he said it's not about what Russellville does, it's about what HAR-BER does. And I think that's the approach that he takes week in and week out, and definitely the approach that the remainder of the coaching staff and our team's going to take. It's about what we do going into this game, execution in what our system is, not necessarily what Russellville is doing to us.
Thanks, Coach. We're so glad to have you here at HAR-BER, and we hope to see you more on the show.
All right, thank you.
Right now, let's hear from a few more of our sponsors. But when we come back, senior outside linebacker Carter Carlton will be joining us. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Wildcat Sports Network.
Positively want the best heating and air company in Northwest Arkansas, then you need to call Absolute Heat and Air with over 73 years of combined experience. Their technicians are fully licensed and insured, background checked, and drug tested, so you can absolutely trust Absolute Heat and Air. They offer $49 service calls all year long, 24/7, 365. The absolute best value around. Call Absolute Heat and Air or visit us online.
Zaxby's food has always brought people together. Catering to the big moments, the little wins, the long talks, and the quick getaways. Because food this inviting is bound to add a lot of flavor to your life.
Introducing the Zax Pack. Serve with chicken fingers, sides, Texas toast, and iced tea. Pick one up for dinner or your next event. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's. Indescribably good.
When accidents happen, our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge can mean less waiting and faster care. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
Ever since we incorporated theater into our practices, our hustle plays have increased 60%.
No, guys, I need more emotion. I want to feel it. Show me the emotions. Oh!
Joining us now, we have senior outside linebacker Carter Carlton with us. Carter, let's go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room. How's your elbow, and when can we expect you back?
I had my MRI yesterday. I go back to the doctor today to get the results, and I could be back by Friday and hopefully next Friday.
Now, as a defensive player, you guys had some trouble against Pulaski Academy. Can you talk about what were some of the struggles last Friday night?
The receivers ran very, very good routes, and they'd stick everything right in behind you, and it was very hard to find receivers.
Now, this past week, you guys were able to take a little bit of a week off, having a bye week. Can you talk about how important that was to be able to maybe rest a little bit and get healed up?
I think it's very, very important because we had a lot of guys injured on that Friday night, and this 1 week got them all healed up except for a few, and we're ready to get back out there.
Now tonight you'll face off against a pretty good team in the Russellville Cyclones, who have an all-state quarterback in Rhett Adkins. Can you guys talk about what you guys have been doing to prepare for this offense?
They have 1 or 2 really good receivers, and other than that, if we shut them down, I think we're going to be just fine.
Thanks, Carter. Hope you get well soon. Well, one last quick commercial break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, Coach Wood will help close out the show. You're watching the Wildcat Sports Network.
Champions are not merely born, they're forged in the crucible that is flag football. With equal parts turf, pigskin, and heart. That's why Buffalo Wild Wings donates to boys and girls clubs across the country to not only help thousands of kids learn about teamwork on and off the field, but to help them fulfill their destiny. To shred defensive lines, terrorize the secondary, and emerge bonded as true champions.
Wildcat fans, keep up with your favorite team all year long with the official app of HAR-BER Wildcat Athletics. A free download in the App Store and Google Play, the HAR-BER Athletics app will keep you up to date with all things Wildcat. Schedules, scores, rosters, news, social media, final score notifications, as well as live broadcasts are just a touch away. The official app of the HAR-BER Wildcats, proudly presented by Crane Buick GMC. Download today for free in the App Store and Google Play.
Will gives to Garrett on the draw. He's got a hole. Garrett inside the 20. Garrett still going inside the 10. 5, touchdown Springdale.
Hi, I'm Dennis Buss.
And I'm Don Strubin. And we want you to join the Varsity Club.
It's a club that connects former Springdale High and Har-BER High student athletes, coaches, and administrators.
Plus, funds from this club may be used to support scholarships and teams.
For charter memberships, you only have to pay $20 a year.
But for the first 5 years you're out of school, members only have to pay $5. Join now.
The Varsity Club.
Seconds, he still had gone. 7, 6, 5, Perry to the rack. Good! Perry off the rack, Hempfield's full court shot, no good, HAR-BER wins! Tyler Perry holds the ball for 2 minutes and then finishes off the glass. HAR-BER in full control.
For WCSN, I'm Ashlyn Grace Brothers. No, you gotta own it. You gotta be like, for WCSN, I'm Ashlyn Grace Brothers. For WCSN, I'm Ashlyn Grace Brothers. No, I'm Ashlyn Grace Brothers. Okay, I'm Ashlyn Grace Brothers. Better. Okay, yeah, but don't you think I should add like so? No! Red, yellow card. Is she gonna be okay? Yeah, they always do this. Okay, so you said, I'm Ashlyn Grace Brothers. Yeah, just no. But don't you think that I should add something like, that's the way the cookie crumbles, or, ooh, okay, good one. I could say something like, no, just one more time. Okay. For WCSN, I'm Ashlyn Grace Brothers. Much better.
Here with us to help close out the show is Coach Wood. Coach, let's get right to it. Tonight is your first road game of the year. Now, this is generally a young team. What are you going to say to the guys tonight to keep their nerves down a little bit?
Well, I mean, just tell them to have fun. You know, we've had a good week of practice and prep, and just play the game fast, be physical. You know, that's one of our goals this week, to be a physical ball club. And just go out and execute. And don't worry, let the plays go. You move on to the next one. You can't live in the past and live what happened to play before. Got to move to the next one. That's what our guys will do tonight.
Now, 2 years ago, Russellville won the state championship. What can we expect out of them tonight?
Well, Russellville, Coach Weaver and his staff do a fantastic job. Offensively, I mean, they're very, very balanced. They run the ball well. They're a quick game. I really like the quarterback's got a really nice arm, can get it down the field. Defensively, you know, real aggressive, a lot of movement. Got a couple of defensive ends that really utilize their hands really well. Got a thick inside linebacker, plays downhill. Got a seasoned vet corner. I mean, 8 of the 11 are seniors on defense. So it's an older group of kids. They know how to win, they know how to play the game. So we know we've got our work cut out for us.
What do the Wildcats need to do to walk away with a win tonight?
Yeah, just, you know, being able to handle adversity in the game, and got to win the turnover battle. Of course, we all know it's going to be a really wet night, so just protecting the ball, create some turnovers, be able to execute in the red zone is the biggest thing.
Coach, thanks for joining us, and best of luck. That's all the time we have for this week. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms at HAR-BER WCSN, and check out our newly created website, wildcatsportsnetwork.com. For Superintendent Dr. Jim Rollins and Athletic Director Wayne Stellick, I'm Nick Luttrell. Up next is Kickoff. We'll see you next week.
What is pain? What is pain to you? Do you understand? Do you even know what pain is? Stop running from it. Embrace the pain that you're gonna feel when you're trying to do something great. Let's change what follows our I am. I am successful. I am powerful. I am great. I am amazing. What follows your I am is going to shape your day, your year, and your life. I am great. I am amazing.
Caught by Wood, he's got the first down at the 20, he's got a blocker at the 10,
greatness
the 5,
comes
dives for the end zone, touchdown Wildcat.
Pain can't be your enemy, it has to be your friend. You have to learn to embrace that pain. You have to learn to dig deep. When you feel that pain in your heart, when you feel that pain in your leg, the pain in your arm, you gotta learn to push through, dig a little bit deeper. Just know that that other person on the other side that wants to conquer you, wants to defeat you, is going through the same thing. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna impress their will upon the next man, the next woman, the next person that's gonna struggle through the pain? On the other side of pain, greatness. Are you all in? Are you ready to sacrifice? No more excuses. Get it done. How bad do you want to be great?